team member of the Pioneer Dragons. Fun facts about Sam: he was a player on the Pine City Youth Hockey Pee Wee District 10 Championship team in 2015. And Sam's really a utility player. He can play both forward and defense. And unfortunately this year he sustained an injury mid-season and hasn't been able to continue playing. Sam enjoys the outdoors, fishing and hunting in particular. And we'd all like to wish Sam a speedy recovery and full recovery. And we definitely miss seeing you around the ice, Sam. Next up we have one of our captains, number 88, Mr. Peyton Smith. Peyton Smith started playing hockey when he was 4 years old, the year before he started kindergarten. His most memorable hockey moment was playing in the section final game last year and scoring the tying goal. Do you have a pregame ritual? He says, getting Subway with Mick and taping up the twig before the game. His favorite hockey quote is, "The little things are what make a good hockey player great," from Mr. Nick Miller. And if he could be anything, what would he be? He just wants to be himself. Sounds great to me, Peyton. He wants to thank his coaches and every one of you guys for all the support. Mom and Dad, he loves you so much and wants to thank you for supporting him so that he can play hockey with the boys every day. Next up, second captain, number 4, Mr. Parker Sell. Parker started playing hockey when he was in kindergarten as well. His most memorable hockey moment so far has been playing in last year's section final game, and that was a heck of a game. His pregame ritual is he usually sits in the same spot and puts fresh tape on the stick. His favorite hockey quote is, "A good hockey player plays where the puck is, a great hockey player plays where the puck is going to be." Once again, the great one, Mr. Wayne Gretzky. If he could be anything, what would he be? He would love to play in the NHL. And he wants to thank his parents and his fans for coming out and supporting the team. And last but not least, the third captain, number 44, Mr. Jared Carpenter. Jared Carpenter started playing hockey when he was 3 years old. His most memorable hockey moment was playing youth hockey tournaments. His pregame ritual is getting Subway before a game, taping his stick from heel to toe, and sitting in a specific spot in the locker room. His favorite quote is, "Ignore the noise," from his coach, Jake Sauer. If he could be anything, he would love to play in the NHL as well. And he wants to thank all the fans and the coaches and his parents for the support through this crazy year. Dragon fans, let's give these boys a round of applause. I think they've done it. It's been a really difficult year, and the senior leadership on this team has been nothing short of miraculous. So let's recognize.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Live in the John Herges Cambridge Motor Studios, this is WCMP.
The following is a production of WCMP Sports.
And welcome in, sports fans. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City Civic Center, home of the Pine City Dragons, as they get set for tonight's matchup as a big section pairing clash between Pine City and the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Regular season matchup between these two squads, but it could definitely be a preview of things to come. So glad you could join us out here on the web if you're looking at the game on our YouTube stream, or if you're catching up with us on our radio channels, 106.5 FM or AM 1350, wherever it may be. Being able to catch the game tonight should be a very fun one between Chisago Lakes and Pine City. We're going to get things going here in just a moment. We'll get our pregame underway from Pine City on WCMP.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our Rapid Mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and online on our YouTube stream, WCMP Sports 2 for tonight's matchup. Excited for tonight's game between the North Branch not even involved at all, the Pine City Dragons, Pine City area, co-ops with Rush City and Hinckley, and then the Chisago Lakes area Wildcats as well for tonight's matchup. Coming into tonight's matchup, Chisago Lakes 9-4-1 on the season. In the Mississippi 8, they are 7-3-1. They started 8-2-1, but they've lost 2 of their last 3, including a 4-3 matchup against Cambridge Asani the other night. They're coming off a season where they're 15-13, losing in their third round against Pine City 4-3 in postseason play. Pine City is 8-7 on the year. They are 7-5 in conference play. They lost just the other night to Monticello. Otherwise, they had won 6 of 7. Previous to that, they're coming off a 21-7 year, 6-0 in conference play, where they lost to Monticello 6-4 in the section final. Last year, they split the regular season. Pine City winning the playoff battle between these two squads, and Pine City looking to try to be able to keep that going here in this season. We're going to get our starting lineup and the national anthem when we return here on WCMP.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991. Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey in Pine City since 1945.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year's special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank & Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getThere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank & Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMP online as we get set for tonight's matchup between Chisago Lakes and the Pine City Dragons. Mentioned before that this is a pretty highly contested matchup between these two squads for section play. It has more to do with section seeding going into the postseason. Currently, the 5A standings, number 1 overall is Northern Lights. They're 13-1 overall, 3-0, and section play, Chisago Lakes currently sits second, 9-4-1. They are 8-3-1 in section play. Cambridge Isani just behind them, followed by Monticello and St. Francis. Pine City is 8-7, 7-6 in conference play, or in section play, I should say. So really, this matchup does have some effect on the top half of the standings, because it is all bunched up together. Now, I mentioned Northern Lights is 13-1. They're 3-0 in section play, whereas everybody else has 10 or 11 matchups in section play themselves. Northern Lights and Moose Lake, both obviously part of a northern area that doesn't travel south quite as often as a lot of these squads, Monticello, St. Francis, Pine City, Sauk Rapids, somewhat in the same area. They'll play each other's non-conference quite often. Northern Lights does have a couple of matchups in the section. Their games were against Mora, Sauk Rapids Rice, and Becker Big Lake, all part of the bottom half of the section. So not a lot to really think about that. Really, we're going to find out a lot about Northern Lakes as they finish their season. Their last 3 games are against Cambridge Isani, St. Francis, and Monticello, the top tier of the 5A standings. As the puck is down and we are underway, puck over to the near side. It's going to be sent in by McKiska. Puck back behind, centering feed from the far side cell, came all the way through. It'll be picked up by Chisago Lakes. They'll get it back to the neutral zone. Picked up there and brought back now by Blum. Blum over to the near side, works his way in on the right wing. Slides that one back underneath. Sluka back after it to be able to pick that up, and is going to try to work his way from behind his own net. Sell drops for Sluka, but it's going to be a turnover and brought back by Overgaard. Overgaard back to the neutral zone as he couldn't handle it all the way through. Back for Edson, now over to the far side. It's going to be flipped up over the top of everybody by Olsen, all the way back behind. Mason Olsen in net for the Pine City Dragons. Normal starter for this Pine City Dragons squad. Long lead pass, trying to get it ahead for Smetna, can't handle it. Brought back now by Karsten Edson. Edson in on the right wing. That's going to be sent towards the net. Olsen knocks that back behind on the near side, and it'll be picked out now by Smetna. Wanted to go lead pass on the far side for Leaguer, but it got intercepted. Couple of shots right in close. Starkey trying to backhand that one in, and now from a bad angle, ends up going off of the skates of Mason Olsen, and Chisago Lakes is going to start 1-0, just a minute 14 in. So Chisago starts 1-0 on the goal from kind of a bad angle, just thrown towards the net. It's going to be Karsten Edson from Jacob Starkey. Makes it 1-0 in favor of Chisago Lakes. They work the puck deep into the Pine City zone once again. Puck on the far side. Drake Thyen fires a shot. Save made. Puck still sits out in front. And Pine City able to get that one working the other direction. Leaguer goes for the long lead pass. Going to be flipped up high in the air over the top of everybody. Smetna is going to track that one down in the corner. Picked up there by Walden for Chisago Lakes, trying to get that back out of the zone. Leaguer plays it back underneath. Once again, Walden trying to be able to come out of there with that one as it's touched up. And it's going to be a penalty on a slash on Pine City. Penalty, I believe, is going to be against Youngbauer. And so that'll put now Chisago Lakes on the power play for the first time tonight. First time for either team. Puck is going to be cleared down the length of the ice. Chisago will head all the way back deep after that one. Blum is going to start it from his own end. Blum off for Walden. And they'll start from their own end. Sargent plays it out into the middle now for Overgaard. Overgaard off to the left wing, and it's going to be carried in on that side by Helland. Helland back behind, picked up there by Sluka. Sluka will flip it over the top of everybody and down the length of the ice. Back out to play it and settle it down is going to be netminder Jack Hansen for the Wildcats. And back it'll come now for Overgaard. Overgaard swings it over to the left wing, and a shot from that far side came through from Clems. Comes off the window, and Pine City gets another clear down the length of the ice. Minute gone by in the power play, 14:04 to play here in the period. 1-0 is the lead for Chisago Lakes on the man advantage. Nice play coming back after it there by Linnell, able to prevent Chisago Lakes from gaining the zone. Wildcats now move ahead and pick it up into the zone. Flipped up in the air over to the far side, bouncing puck. Carpenter trying to pick that one up. Carpenter will come away with it and rifle it down the length of the ice, past everybody, all the way down. 30 seconds remain in the power play as penalty kill is going pretty good for the Pine City Dragons so far, not allowing Chisago Lakes to get much going. They're getting a couple of shots, but they're not getting quality chances, and they're able to get a clear right away. And now it comes back into the high slot area, lost by Edson for a moment, off to the corner, chasing after it. Thyen's going to try to pick that one up, but instead it's going to be picked up by Linnell. Linnell carries it back to the blue line. Whether he's able to get the clear or not, Chisago Lakes has already moved back beyond the line. They change behind the play. Near side now, Jinx fires a shot as we're back to even strength. Chisago Lakes is 0 for 1 on the power play. Puck back underneath. Linnell lays it around that far side, and it'll be brought back by Lindblom. Lindblom works his way back now with Smetna, fires that puck in. They both give chase back behind the net. Puck over to the far side. Edson picks it up for Chisago Lakes over to the near side, and it'll be started back by Jinx. Works his way now onto the left wing with Lurfad. Puck back behind. Pine City back to the blue line, but not out. That shot comes through from Jinx. Save made. Knocked to the corner on the far side. Helen will chase after it for Chisago Lakes. He'll be joined there by Welch and Sluka. Sluka comes away with the puck, works his way back behind his own netminder in Mason Olson. Now Smetna crosses the line, flays it off the boards on the near side, and then chases back underneath. It's going to be knocked away from him by Clems. Chisago Lakes picks it up and gets it back to the blue line. Kept in by Carpenter. Welch tried to put it out in front. Nobody there, though, as Sal is trying to get that puck. Unable to do so, and long lead pass comes back for Thyen. He's knocked off the puck. Backhanded all the way over to the near side now for Leaguer. Leaguer crosses the line. He's got Sal going to the front of the net. He's tied up and loses the puck over to the far side. Now the puck turned over into the high slot area. Leaguer can't quite get there. Chisago able to get it back to the blue line. Again, not out of the zone yet. Back to the neutral zone to go. It'll be sent back in by Sluka. Pine City changes behind the play. Blum back after it. Will pick it up now for Chisago. Working over to the far side. And back out to the neutral zone. Go the Wildcats. Puck over to the near side. Quick touch pass. Leaguer touched it on the way through, but couldn't handle it. Caleb Olson for Chisago. Send it the other direction deep into the zone. That'll be an icing call on Chisago. We'll head all the way back to the other end with 11:06 to play here in period number 1. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Game earlier today, Pine City area and Northern Tier, which is made up of Cambridge, Asani, North Branch, and St. Francis. It was a 3-0 victory for Northern Tier over the top of the Dragons. Pine City Dragons boys team, though, do get what might amount to be a share of the Great River Conference title in boys basketball as they down Rush City 71-62. Puck over to the near side in the corner. Pine City trying to maintain the zone and get something set up. Leaguer centers it. Nobody there, though. Linnell came crashing in, but the puck had already been knocked away by that point. Youngbauer is back onto the ice, now flips it back deep on the near side. Now puck back behind Leaguer, trying to get a piece of it to get it centered out front, but he was unable to do so, and it's picked up by the Wildcats. Karsten Edson brings it back the other direction, slips a check, but he lost the puck all the way in deep. Rydberg back after it, drops for Lindblom. Lindblom, lead pass over to the near side, is going to be too far for McKiska. It'll head down the length of the ice. They wave off icing. McKiska, good job in forechecking. Forces Chisago Lakes almost to lose the puck. Puck over to the far side. Chisago trying to be able to get it out of their own zone. Dancing around one defender is Helland. Correction, that's going to be Jinx. Gets his way all the way back into the zone. His last move, though, he lost the puck. Now Sluka loses an edge and the puck. Shot from a bad angle. Drake Thyen fired that one in. And it's a save and held on to by the netminder Olson. 9:39 to play here, period number 1. One to nothing is the score in favor of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Draw is one back for the Wildcats and sent in deep by Jinx. That's going to be Ben Jinx. There's Ben Jinx and Nick Jinx. Ben Jinx will be your defenseman for today's matchup. Puck back around over to the far side. Spinning away is going to be Sluka. Works his way over to the far side. Sell. Long lead pass over to the near side now for McKiska. McKiska gets into the zone. Shot save made. Rebound. Came right out for a shot by Welch, but the save was made. Another shot comes through from Carpenter. Hansen searching around. He wasn't sure if he had it. It was underneath them. Able to get that smother. Pine City a couple of grade A chances here on this last possession. 9:06 to play, period number 1. 1-0 Chisago Lakes leads, but Pine City putting some pressure on here in the last minute or so. Linnell to take the draw. Now against Overgaard. Puck won back by Overgaard. Chisago Lakes will start it along the far side. Out to the center area for Overgaard, but he can't control it all the way through. Leaguer leads that one in, but Linnell had it go past him. It'll be sent back out of the zone by Olsen. Puck back into the Pine City zone. They work their way back after it. Youngbauer plays it across for Rydberg. Rydberg now leads it ahead for Smetna. Smetna cuts his way right through the center of the ice over to the near side, swinging it wide. Looking out in front for Leaguer. Leaguer back behind, wanted to go in front for Linnell, but he fanned on the pass. Puck over to the far side now by Bloom. Smetna's going to keep it into the high slot. Leaguer fires a shot, save made, rebound, still loose out in front, and finally it's picked up by Overgaard for Chisago Lakes. Puck over to the far side now into the corner. Smetna coming in to help. Leaguer comes crashing in on that one, and the puck comes free now with Karsten Edson. Edson crosses the line for the Wildcats, slows it up, drops it for Helen. Puck over to the far side now. Shot, save made, but it gets deflected in. Overgaard may get credit for the goal. I don't know that anybody else touched it, but Chisago Lakes, regardless, is going to lead it now 2-0. Time of the goal, 8:56. Makes it 2-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Seeing this the other night against Monticello, where Pine City played really well. Just had a couple of bad luck bounces that went the wrong way on them. Nick Overgaard does get the goal, unassisted on the play. And so far, Chisago Lakes 2-0 on puck luck type goals. Olsen, pretty steady netminder. Doesn't usually have very many weak goals. Just been some weird bounces tonight is really what has happened so far. Puck comes back the other direction as Bachmeyer is able to slip a check. Puck over to the near side, and Carpenter lays the wood to Jacob Starkey. And the puck will come free on the right wing now for Sell. Sell loses it, and Chisago Lakes will flip it back the other direction. In from Thean. Now lead pass ahead for Sell on the right wing. Gets his way in. Sell, shot, save made. Linnell has it just go past the toe of his stick. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Youngbauer fires that one in. It was almost mishandled by Hansen. That one flipped high over the top of the window on the far side. It'll go out of play. Face-off will be in the zone. 6:42 to play, period number 1. 2-0 is the lead for the Chisago Lakes Wildcats here in Pine City at the Civic Center. Andy Beckstrom on hand for the WCMP sports team in Pine City Hockey. As I mentioned, it's 2-0 on the Amhel Fairview Clinic scoreboard. Amhel Fairview Clinic's North Branch has 24 access to care by calling 1-855-FAIRVIEW or your local clinic number. Wildcats win the draw back behind their own net. Played around over to the near side. Try to get it back through center. Sits loose for a moment. Smetna slows up and drops it back for Youngbauer, but now it'll come back for Linnell. Linnell through center, trying to be able to connect with Smetna. Loses the puck, though, and Jinx is going to pick that one up and send it back in for the Wildcats. Fires that one in as they chase back after it. Linnell lets that one come free for Lindblom. Lindblom leaves it off now for Rydberg. Rydberg has it go off of his stick. We had that happen the other night, and that was one of the goals that Monticello scored. It was just a puck that just slid off of the stick of Rydberg. Now back it'll come for Linnell. Tried to center it out in front, but it's just a little bit out of the reach of Smetna. Puck back to the neutral zone. Sluko over to the near side now for Sell. Sell wrap it around the boards deep into the zone. Puck picked up by Overgaard. Works his way back behind his own netminder, Jack Hansen. We'll start it there for the Wildcats. Puck over to the far side. Almost turned over as Sell comes pinching in on that one. It'll come away for now for Clems. Back to the point. Sluka momentarily held the zone. Sell trying to be able to move forward with the puck, but he's tied up on that far side by Sargent, and now the puck comes free to the neutral zone. Carpenter races over to be able to pick that one up, plays it back behind his own net as he's being able to get away from Overgaard. Carpenter on the near side makes a move, loses the puck, however, as it's taken away by Helland. Helen back to the point. Setting up now. Bloom fires a shot. Glove save made. Lost it, though, off of his glove. But did not go past him at all. Just wasn't able to control that one. Sluka back behind. Spins away from one defender, but loses the puck. Almost lost it away for Thyan. Thyan now does come away with the puck. Plays it back to the point. Stepping up on it, Starkey. Plays it back underneath. Now back to the point. It'll go once again. Helen trying to hold the zone. Thyan is able to keep it in. And now taken away by Sluka. Sluka lobs it high over the top of everybody. Over to the far side now for Sell. Sell fires that one in deep to be able to allow a change back behind the play. Dragons change behind the play. Youngbauer checks Edson off the puck. Smetna trying to be able to come in to help. Edson comes away with the puck. Now it's going to be Smetna working the other direction. Smetna loses the puck as it's taken away from him by Starkey. Starkey tried to lay it ahead on the far side, but Youngbauer will come away with it. His lead pass intended for Smetna is picked off and sent back in by Drake Thyan. Puck back behind with 4 minutes to play here in period number 1. Picked up by Rydberg. He slides it along the right wing, but nobody there for the Dragons. It'll come all the way back for the Wildcats. They started back the other direction. Linnell peeled off for that one as it's taken away by Thyan. Fires a shot. A little bit high of the netminder Olsen. Puck into the corner on the near side. Dragons get it out to neutral. Lindblom working his way through center. Loses it off for Youngbauer. Youngbauer on the far side. Poked away now by Lindblom. Lindblom will start it back. Fires it in deep for the Dragons. Smetna will come in now forechecking while the Dragons change behind the play. Puck over to the near side. Cross ice feed. Goes over for Jinx. And now all the way back across over to the near side for Dassner. Smetna works his way in now on the right wing. Smetna crosses on the far side with Welch. Welch lost the puck, pops up into the air. Wildcats come away with it. Back through center. In on the left wing is going to be Nick Walden. On the far side, tries to center out front. Puck slides right to the netminder, and away comes Sluka with the puck going the other direction. Sluka now works his way one-on-one going the other direction, but coming from behind Walden is able to get that puck away from him. Puck slides free now from Sell. Underneath, it's going to be picked up by Bachmeyer. And it slides to the side of the net where it's pinched by the netminder Jack Hansen. He's able to hold on. Join us during the intermission break. We'll talk to Coach Sauter of the Pine City Dragons. Get his impressions on the first period of play. Currently a 2-0 score in favor of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats with 2:30 to play in the period. Sluka fired a shot, deflected. The second shot, this one made it all the way through to Hansen. Save made, knocked to the corner on the near side. Puck comes back for Carpenter, fires that one in cross ice. It'll go over to the far side. Sell will pick it up, trying to get something set on offense. Now Welch loses the puck, but he's able to gather it back. Fires it back over to the far side for Sluka. Sluka slips one check, works his way underneath. Trying to find a place to go with it. Back to the point, it'll go for Welch. Slides it over to the near side now for Carpenter. Carpenter fires a shot out in front, deflected. Goes just wide of the net, back behind. Ben Jinx is going to play that one back out now for the Wildcats, and Stangl across the line. Stangl fires a shot. Save made, and up into the netting on the save. 108 seconds remain up on the clock. 2-0 is their score on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. You can now find Dr. Raymond and Jenna Labine at M Health Fairview North Branch. 1:48 remains on the clock in the first period. Some other scores around the area. Duluth East defeats Cambridge Isani 56-37. And as I mentioned before, Pine City over the top of Rush City 71-62 in boys basketball. Other game going on tonight, Pine City and Malacca girls basketball. A lot of Dragon action going on tonight. Boys and girls hockey, boys and girls basketball, all in play on this Saturday. Puck in on the right wing, fired in by Lindblom. Rebound comes out in front though. Linnell trying to jam away at it. Smetna crashes in, but the puck slides its way to Hansen. He's able to get a cover. He holds on now with 1:29 to play in the first period. Mention we'll talk to Coach Sauter after the first intermission. We'll talk to him as well after the second intermission and the conclusion of the game. We'll also get our player of the game, sponsored by Nichols Cafe. Nichols Cafe, remember, eat more bacon. Definitely support that message. Puck back behind, intended for Linnell. Is going to get just past him. Flipped over to the near side now by Blum. Back to the point. Youngbauer sends it in deep, but the Dragons were back behind the line at that point. They change behind the play as the Wildcats bring it up. Now in on the left wing. Puck back behind. Rydberg trying to be able to push it up on the far side of the ice. We get 1 minute remaining now in the period. Puck out in front. Shot. It goes high. Overgaard got that one on the doorstep. Olsen squared him up, though. Gave him no room to work with. Misses that high off the window on the far side now. Puck over to the near side, sent underneath by Helland. Youngbauer puts a check in. Puck comes free out in front for Helland. Poke check now, nicely away by Sell. The other direction, 2-on-2. Smetna works his way in on Sell. Back for Sell, misses him, but it comes for Youngbauer, who is supporting the play. But he lost the puck. It dribbled its way past the net underneath. Welch back behind, digs that one out. And it'll be picked up by the Wildcats. Blum, lead pass now back to center for Overgaard. Works his way towards the left wing, but it's knocked away from him by McKiska. And Parker Sell will bring it back the other direction. Parker Sell, one of the seniors, acknowledged during the pregame festivities as we go to the first period intermission. 2-0 is the score in favor of Chisago Lakes after one period of play. We'll talk to Coach Sauter when we return on the first period intermission here on WCMP.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
WCMP 106.5 FM and AM 1350, as well as WCMP Online. Andy Beckstrom back here in Pine City, joined by Coach Sauter. And Coach, it's a 2-0 game, but it feels like it could easily be 2-0 the other direction, I guess, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, we didn't get a lot of puck luck, and I know Ole probably wants that first one back too, but I really feel like we brought our best there. We were having kind of a hard time handling the puck and connecting on some of those passes, but we'll be better in the next period.
It seemed like you guys were able to move the puck forward offensively and had some really good chances in close. how do you make it? Is there adjustments to be made offensively to be able to get that past the netminder? Because it seems like rebounds are coming out in front quite a bit too.
Yeah, it seems like the shots we did get, their goalie wasn't able to have any rebound control on them. So if we can keep moving our feet, keep getting shots and getting in front of that goalie's way, we should have a couple on the board here soon.
During the pregame, there was a little bit of a ceremony where you guys acknowledged the seniors on the club. I'll give you an opportunity if you want to kind of talk a little bit about just the seniors and their leadership. And, you know, what amazes me, not only the senior leadership, but also hearing from a couple of the players. I think it was Carpenter started playing when he was 3 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I could walk when I was 3 years old.
Yeah, these guys are lifers. You know, they come to the rink every day, whether it's practice or game, and they bring it 100% of the time. And, you know, it's so nice to have those kind of leaders in the locker room to lead by example for everybody else, and they've done a great job of that this year.
What's the message in the locker room for the second?
Just clean it up, and, you know, maybe a little more higher intensity, and we'll be fine.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us here on the intermission break. We'll be back.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991. Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey on Pine City since 1945.
50 and WCMP online. Andy Beckstrom on hand here for today's matchup between the Pine City area Dragons and the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Taking a look at the first half stats. The Chisago Lakes Wildcats outshoot the Pine City Dragons 11-6 in the period and lead 2-0 after one period of play. Some weird bounces in that first period. Just some crazy puck luck, I guess, is the only way that you can really explain it at this point in time, as pucks just happen to find their way into the back of the net. At 1:14, Chisago Lakes gets on the board first as Karsten Edson gets a goal. His 6th goal of the season, assisted on the play by Starkey. And for Jacob Starkey, that is his 2nd assist on the year. Made it 1-0. 1:57, Pine City takes a slashing minor from Youngbauer. Chisago Lakes 0 for 1 on the power play as Pine City able to kill that one. But at 8:56, another kind of weird bounce, one that it seemed like Olsen had initially, but he just didn't get full control of it. Not sure what exactly happened on that one, but Nick Overgaard is able to get that goal, his 12th of the season, to be able to make it 2-0 at that point. As Chisago Lakes leads it 2-0 after one period of play. As I mentioned before, a pretty tightly packed 5A. Northern Lakes, the number 1 seed. They finish against Cambridge, Isani, St. Francis, and Monticello, so we'll be able to find out really what they're made of once they start playing a little bit more of the upper echelon of the section. Otherwise, Chisago Lakes at 8-3-1 looks to be one of the top teams, but really Cambridge Isani 8-4-1. That's in section play, I should say. Monticello 7-3-1, St. Francis 6-6, Pine City 7-6. All that in section play as far as records. And then there's a pretty steep drop-off before you get to Sauk Rapids, Rice, North Branch, Mora, Princeton, Becker Big Lake, and Moose Lake. So really the top probably 6 teams in Section 5A, you could make a strong argument that really any one of them could come away with the conference crown, and we're going to have that postseason for you here on WCMP the entire way, and we can't wait to be able to get that going and find out who it is that's going to represent our area at the state tournament. Should be a very fun postseason tournament, and a chance to be able to get back down to the X as the state tournaments will be in full effect this year. A little bit back to normal, hopefully maybe more back to normal by the time we get a couple weeks down the road. Taking a look at some other scores going on right now. Malacca and Pine City girls basketball in the first half, they are tied at 24. 2-0 is the score on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview North Branch Urgent Care has extended its hours to noon to 8 weekdays and 9 to 5 every Saturday and Sunday. We'll get our second period on our way from Pine City when we return on WCMP.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank & Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/get there. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMP online. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City. 2-0 is the lead after one period of play for the Chisago Lakes Wildcats as we get set for the second period of play here from the Pine City Arena. I want to thank all of our sponsors and sports boosters for jumping on board. Dale's Heating and Conditioning, Minnesota Equipment of Isani, and of course DPR Builders, our intermission sponsor. I want to thank them for being a part of our broadcast. Got a couple of Pine City games coming up to be able to finish this season before we work our way into postseason play, the best time of the year as the song goes. I know generally that refers to Christmas, but really, if you're a broadcaster or a sports fan, this time of year is almost like having Christmas in our local area. 2-0 off of goals from Carson Edson and Nick Overgaard for Chisago Lakes, but in talking with Coach Sauter, it definitely feels like Pine City felt or played better in the first period than what the score was indicative of, as they hope to be able to continue that play here in the second period and be able to get a little bit more of a lead and maybe take a lead here in the second period. Puck is down and we are underway with the second period of play. Puck over to the near side. It's going to be laid ahead for Helland. Tried to play that in on the left wing. It gets knocked right back to him, and he plays it in now on the left side. Fired a shot, deflected by Sluka back behind. Carpenter on the far side. Try to start it out, lays it out for Welch. Welch loses the puck as one of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats loses their stick. Back it'll come now. Sal pulls it, fires shit. Rebound out in front. And again, a couple opportunities for Pine City, just not able to capitalize. Puck will come the other direction, and Sluka coming back defensively nicely, able to knock it away from Overgaard. Over to the near side, now into the corner. Centering feed came out in front, but Sal's going to pick it up and start it back the other way on the run. He's in with McKiska. Fires that shot, deflected out in front, but goes wide of the net. Over to the far side into the corner. McKiska chases that one down. Linnell trying to be able to come in and support. Blum will come away with it, though. Linnell now back behind. Linnell backhands it over to the far side. McKiska fires a shot. Save made. Rebound is another save. Beautifully done by Jack Hansen. Another shot this time comes through from Linnell from the high slot area. And now Chisago gets it back to the blue line, but again not out. This one a high shot. Rebound sits underneath the netminder. Pine City crashing in after Hansen. I think Hansen actually got bowled over by his own teammate. The puck went high. He tried to pinch it up against his blocker. It ended up bouncing over the top of him, and I think that he ended up getting run over by Helland. So it wasn't even one of the Pine City players that ran him over. Nonetheless, is going to draw an offensive zone faceoff for the Pine City Dragons. Puck back behind. Leaguer will chase after it. First person there, though, is going to be Bachmeyer. Round over to the far side. Puck comes now back for Bachmeyer. Works his way through the middle. Tried to push the puck up. Goes off a skate to Leaguer. Will maintain the zone on the far side. Leaguer pushes Dassner off the puck, but the puck still comes free back to the neutral zone. Knocked down by Linnell and taken away by Walden. Walden now in on the right wing for the Wildcats. Loses that puck up into the ceiling now as Youngbauer tried to lift that over the top of everybody to get it back out to the neutral zone. Chisago Lakes leading goal scorer is Overgaard. He has been all over the place so far tonight. So far for the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Smetna has been pretty important as well on that second line for Pine City. Puck over to the far side, trying to fire that one in. Now finally actually doing so was Starkey. Puck will come back out to the neutral zone, and Sell brings it in on the near side. That shot high and held on to this time by the netminder Hansen. Peyton Smetna leading the Pine City Dragons with 13 goals. Mason McKiska, though, your top point getter. He has 13 assists on the season. Now back it'll be coming for Overgaard. He's watched here by Sluka, and Sluka harassed him just enough to be able to affect that a little bit as the shot went up over the top of Olsen. Puck back to the neutral zone, now taken away and brought back by Helen. Gets a turnaround shot as he's pushed off the puck by Carpenter. Puck over to the near side is now finally picked up by Sluka. Is able to get it back out to center. Touch pass, Sluka. Correction, that's going to be McKiska. Back over to the near side now for Welch. Welch tried to center it out for McKiska, but couldn't get it there. Sluka picks it up on the near side along the boards. McKiska comes in to be able to help. Backhands that one out in front. Welch had a chance at it, but had his stick lifted. Puck comes back to the blue line on the far side. Carpenter holds the zone. Welch tries to tip that one ahead past Overgaard. Sell loses it out. That shot comes through from McKiska, and it hit the crossbar. Got over the top of the netminder, but it hit the crossbar. So again, another beautiful opportunity for the Dragons goes awry. Sell brings this one in with Carpenter. Shot, save made as Carpenter comes crashing in. And held on to by the netminder Hansen. 13:24 to play in the second period. 2-0 is our score in the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview North Branch Urgent Care has extended their hours from noon to 8 weekdays and 9 to 5 every Saturday, Sunday. Puck back through the neutral zone will come all the way back to the near side. Youngbauer does a great job slipping through Jinx to be able to knock that puck away and prevent a potential 2-on-1 going the wrong way in favor of Chisago. Now Jinx gets back into the zone. Now Dassner fires a shot. This one comes back, and it's high glove side for Dassner. And it's 3-0. That one about as clean of a goal. We talked about the puck luck, but that one definitely a puck that just remained in the zone and a high shot over the glove side. Dassner gets the assist. I thought that he had the goal, but it's going to be Nick Jinx with the goal. Nick Jinx, that'll be his 5th goal of the year. Makes it now a 3-0 lead. And now they'll move the faceoff back out to the neutral zone on the far side. 3-0 with 12:40 to play here in the second period. Pine City is going to need some of those grade A chances to become grade A goals. They want to end up with a situation the other night against Monticello where just a couple of chances got missed and eventually end up losing the game 5-3. Pine City has played very well in this game as that one comes all the way down the length of the ice for an icing. Puck comes all the way back down now for a draw in the offensive zone. Chisago Lakes gets it back out to center, and it'll be Overgaard that works his way back in. Overgaard fires a shot, hits the side post. Got it past Olsen, but he hit the post. Puck back underneath as now Chisago Lake starting to feel it a little bit. Clems tries to play it back out in front. Instead, it'll be taken away by Sell. Sell ridden out the puck on the far side as the puck comes back behind for Walden. Walden sets it up now for Chisago Lakes. Back over to the near side for Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer ahead now for Helland. Helland works his way across on the right wing. Gets the puck deep into the zone, works his way back behind Olsen. McKiska will take that puck away far side along the boards. And the puck comes all the way the other direction. This one sent in by Sell is held on to. And the netminder Hansen at the other end of the ice. 11:22 to play, period number 2. 3-0 is the score. Face off on the near side left of Hansen. Puck comes back to the point. Rydberg tried to hold the zone, unable to do so, and instead it'll come back with Jinks. Jinks scored that last goal. Chasing in after it. Youngbauer will get there first. Tries to play it around the boards on the near side. Instead it'll come away with Linnell. Linnell, being harassed quite a bit, is able to get it back to the neutral zone, but loses the puck. Dassner sends that one in. Right down the heart of Broadway. Back come for Rydberg. Now over to the near side. Working out of the zone. And up ice is going to be Linnell. When we get a whistle on an offsides. Face off on the near side now after the offsides. Welch and Stangl to take the draw. Welch wins it back now for Youngbauer. Works his way in on the far side. Shot blocked before it came through. Second shot goes through. And now Youngbauer is going to pick up his second penalty of the game with the cross check. As right in front of him, Ben Jinks was still there. He just pushed him to the ground. Penalty is going to come at the 6:22 mark. Second opportunity on the power play now for Chisago Lakes. Puck is cleared down immediately by Sluka off the draw. Chisago Lakes is 0 for 1 to this point on the power play. And puck along the far side will be brought back into the zone now by Overgaard. Overgaard, team's leading scorer. Sets it up on the far side now. Surveys, plays it back underneath. Jinks, back for Overgaard. Plays it out in front, and he had Weldon going to the front of the net, but he couldn't connect with them. And it's cleared back out to the neutral zone. Overgaard will come back to be able to help pick that one up. Now in on the right wing is going to be Blum. Nate Blum works his way in on the far side. Sits up in the circle, drops the puck off for Clems. Clems goes back behind the net. Loses the puck there, picked up by Carpenter. And sent down the length of the ice. Takes a weird bounce at the other end of the ice, but Hansen's still able to track that one down. Minute gone by in the power play, 9:35 to play in the period. Chisago Lakes back with it in the offensive zone. Drop pass now for Overgaard. Overgaard back up top for Blum. Blum over to the near side now, stepping up Edson. Fired a shot, blocked out in front. Edson drops the puck off, now up top for Walden. Fires a shot, save made. Knocked over to the corner, Overgaard. Overgaard back for Edson. Edson tips that one out in front. It was tipped on the doorstep by Lerfeld, but it tipped just wide of the net. Pine City is able to pick that one up and send it down the length of the ice with 16 seconds remaining in the power play. 8:50 to go in the period. 3-0 is our score as Chisago Lakes holds the lead about halfway through this hockey game. Puck in on the left wing now with Edson. Tried to fire a shot out in front, hit a lot of traffic. Sluka will pick that one up. Youngbauer comes back on, but Sluka couldn't get a lane to be able to get it to him. We're back to even strength. Now Youngbauer in on the right wing. Works his way in on the near side, loses the puck right in front of the Pine City bench. Dug out there by Ben Jinks and taken away back behind by Nick Jinks. Over to the near side, Nick Jinks checked off the puck. Chisago wanted a penalty on that one, but no penalty will come. Puck back behind Sell, wanted to get it out in front for Welch, but he couldn't get a piece of that. Now Welch fires that shot and deflected up and into the netting back behind. 8:03 to play, period number 2. 3-0 is the score on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic's North Branch, that for your convenience have same day and evening appointments. Face off on the near side left of Hansen. One back by Pine City. Rydberg fires a shot, save made. A couple of Dragons crash out in front, and Hansen able to hold on to the puck on this one. Talked a little bit with Coach Sauter about puck control and just throwing the puck at the net as often as you can and then crashing after it. Puck rides around the boards over to the far side. Overgaard's going to pick it up and start it back now for Chisago. Overgaard crosses the line into the offensive zone. From the circle, fires a shot high off the glass back behind. Welch will pick it up on the rebound and start it back for the Dragons. Nice job using the momentum of the defender in front of him in white to be able to get back into the zone, going this way and that way. Got the puck all the way deep into the zone. Now a long lead pass along the other side. Youngbauer in a foot race, but it's going to be picked up instead, and a goal by Overgaard. Overgaard just wins the foot race. Overgaard gets his 13th goal of the season. That an even strength goal at 9:34. Makes it now 4-0 in favor of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Dragons now have an uphill battle. A large mountain to climb now. Nick Helen gets an assist. And back the other direction will go for the Wildcats. Got it ahead, but lost the puck. Puck along the right wing now for Stengel. Lead pass over to the near side for Edston. Edston crosses the line, fires a shot. Olsen makes the save, kicks that one up into the glass back behind. Picked up by Sluka. Sluka started out for the Dragons. Tried to lead it ahead for Haug, but it was deflected by, I believe, maybe even his own teammate cutting in front of him. Over to the near side now for Sluka. Sluka off the boards. Will get it back for Haug through center. Sent in deep into the Chisago zone. Smetna crashes in after it on the far side. Carpenter steps up and is able to hold the zone. Smetna plays it back behind. Picked up there now by Nate Blum for Chisago. Puck comes out in front. Still right next to the leg pad of Hansen. Pine City saying that the puck was never covered as it was sitting loose, but I think that the angle that the official had and now we're going to get, I believe, maybe offsetting minors. See if this is going to be a power play. Into the box goes Caleb Olsen. I think it's just going to be the one penalty. And so it's going to be a power play now for the Pine City Dragons. Penalty at 10:47 gives Pine City their first opportunity on the power play. Pine City desperately needs to get on the board here before the period break. Puck wrapped around the boards, takes a weird hop, comes back out for McKiska, who steps up in the circle and rifles that one right past Hansen for the goal, just 8 seconds into the power play. Mason McKiska mentioned that he has a ton of assists. That is his 10th goal of the season. To go along with 13 assists. Back it'll come Sell right back to the offense. puts one into the chest of Hansen. Welch will get an assist on it on the power play goal. Puck over to the near side as Pine City wins another draw. Another shot taken by Sluka, just wide in the net over to the far side. Pine City now starting to buzz a little bit. Puck back behind for Carpenter. Skates it all the way over to the near side. McKiska just scored that goal. Centers it out in front, but it was just behind Welch. Back to the point for Sell. Dragons doing a great job cycling the puck and cycling around. The puck comes out in front. It hits off a skate and it sits right on the doorstep. Hansen able to get a smother. Again, Welch and McKiska right in deep with a chance to be able to do something on the doorstep. .5:35 to play, period number 2, 4-1 is the score. Backhanded along the boards over to the near side, and Chisago Lakes clears the zone. Back to the neutral zone it'll go. Rydberg will set it up. Plays it across now for Youngbauer. Youngbauer off the boards, far side, tipped ahead by Smetna, but it's going to be picked up by Jinks and sent back in for Chisago Lakes. Back behind the netminder, Olsen. Rydberg plays it around over to the near side. Back to the point it goes. Holding the zone is Bachmeyer. Plays it back underneath. Cycling through is going to be Thyen. Puck now back through to the neutral zone, and ahead it comes now for Pine City. Lindblom tried to lay it ahead for Smetna, but couldn't quite connect on that one. Dassner's able to slick a check on the right wing. Tried to center it out in front for Thyen, but it was deflected away. Puck out in front, and Mason Olsen able to smother that one. .444 to go here in the second period. 4-1 is our score here on FM 106.5 and AM 1350 WCMP Pine City. Glad you could join us for tonight's broadcast. Andy Beckstrom here on the call of tonight's game. Long lead pass trying to get it ahead for Sell is deflected away by Chisago Lakes. Back it'll come for Sluka. Carpenter plays it back for Welch. McKiska had it come off the heel of his stick. Welch will backhand that one into the zone nonetheless for Pine City. And Sell will chase back behind, trying to be able to forecheck in on it. Back through the neutral zone. Too high for Stangl. It'll come all the way back down the length of the ice. Pine City will come back for it and start it from their own zone. Carpenter will lay it back for Sluka. Lead pass over to the far side for McKiska, just a little bit out of his reach. It'll be sent back in by Ben Jinks of Chisago Lakes. Back behind, Sluka spins away from one check, turns the other direction, plays it across for Carpenter, is able to get it back for McKiska, who tried to backhand it out, but ends up hitting Carpenter in the chest with that one. Puck along that far side, kept in by Edson. Carpenter back behind, trying to be able to get the puck away from danger as it came out in front. Edson had an opportunity, but it was on his backhand, and he got knocked away from him before he could do anything with it. Back for McKiska. Flips it over the near side. And it hits one of the players on the bench on the lead pass going forward. We'll play it back to the neutral zone for a faceoff. 3:24 to play, period number 2. Join us during the second period intermission. We'll talk to Coach Sauter about how he felt the period went. You know, they gave up the two goals rather. They were able to get back on the board just seconds into the power play. Lindblom will pick it up and work his way to the far side of the ice. Chip it in along the left wing. Fires a shot. Save made and held on to by the netminder. Lindblom came crashing in, hoping for a rebound attempt. Official talking to him a little bit, reminding him not to get an extra hit there on the play. Puck will come back for Youngbauer over to the near side, intended for Rydberg. Too far in front of him. Helland will pick it up, and Chisago Lakes will try to start it back. Centering feed came out in front. Linnell had it just a little too far in front of him. He was leaning. He ended up falling over, but just couldn't get a piece of it. Back it'll come for Overgaard. Overgaard so dangerous. Plays it back underneath. Helen tries to wrap around, and the puck, I think, slides in. Youngbauer was right there along the side. Youngbauer, Olsen, and Lindblom are all trying to argue that the net came off. It appears that the goal is going to stand. At least it appears at the moment. Captains worked away to be able to speak to the officials. Now, Coach Sauter wants an explanation. Even strength goal comes at the 14:09 mark. And at the time now, that makes it 5-1 in favor of Chisago Lakes, as they have really controlled this game. A couple of weird goals in the first period, and now a goal that was kind of questionable as the net may have come off. We've seen that in the game the other night against the Monticello Moose. There have been a couple of solid goals by Chisago Lakes, so it's not like it's been all weird bounces, but the majority of what has happened has been just some crazy bounces and some shots that I'm sure Mason Olsen would love to be able to have back. That one backhanded in on the far side, but Pine City was in early. They got to come and check back up. Puck back over to the near side. Stepping up and firing that one in is going to be Sluka. Backhand, back behind I should say, on the far side. Stepping up Carpenter. Tried to be able to hold the zone, unable to do so as Chisago Lakes clears the zone. Back it'll come for Sluka. Works his way this way and that and goes back behind his net. Drops for Carpenter with 1:50 to go here in the period. Backhanded through center. Picked up and sent in by Thyan, who takes a shot at center. Loses the puck. It'll be picked up by Sluka. Sluka works his way back the other direction into the offensive end. Sluka slips a check, goes back behind. Really nice move there by Daniel Sluka. Ahead for Welch, tries to play the puck along the boards on the near side, but there's nobody there except for Nick Jinks of the Chisago Lakes Wildcats. Jinks back the other direction, plays that one in deep into the zone. McKiska is going to backhand it across over to the near side now for Youngbauer, who will try to play it along the boards on the near side. Sell came in to try to be able to help get it out of the zone. Chisago Lakes able to hold the zone momentarily. Now Welch ahead for McKiska. McKiska, nice casual move. McKiska is such a smooth player. He's not a very flashy player. You're going to see Sell that's in the middle of everything, as well as a couple other players, but really McKiska's just smooth and around a lot of plays. A lot of fun to watch. Under a minute to play here in period number 2. That shot comes through from Rydberg well high. Taking that one is Starkey. Took that one on the forearm, about eye level. Back inside it'll come now for Bachmeyer. He'll try to start it out from his own end. Loses the puck, and Youngbauer has it taken away from him. Edson works his way back in, trying to set something up. Tries to center it out in front for Stengel. Stengel was tied up, couldn't be able to get anything on it. Youngbauer will work his way back the other direction. Comes right underneath us, fires that shot, deflected. Puck comes out in front, still on the doorstep, and it's backhanded away from danger eventually by Jacob Starkey. It'll come back out to the neutral zone. Lindblom, and on the far side, fires that one in, and it's knocked to the corner by the netminder Hansen, and it'll be pinned up against the boards by Starkey. 3-2-1 for the end of the period. Handful of players come driving in after that one, trying to be able to get that puck away. Starkey wanted to just pin it up against the boards for the last 3 seconds. Pine City obviously wanted to be able to try to get something going. There's still 0.5 left up on the clock. See if it looks like they are going to have a face-off. Be able to wrap up the second period. We'll be joined once again by Coach Sauter to discuss the second period of play, just basically dropping the puck with 0.5 seconds down, and that'll be the end of the period. 5-1 is the score after 2 periods of play. We'll come back and wrap up the second period and talk to Coach Sauter here on the Intermission Report when we return on WCMP.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
WCMP, FM 106.5, AM 1350, and online, WCMPradio.com. Andy Beckstrom joined by Coach Sutter here for the second intermission. And, Coach, you got the goal that you guys were looking for, but Chisago Lakes not only answered, but was able to get a couple more in the period.
Yeah, we're just out of sorts here. I'm not sure what's going on with the boys. We're just not doing our jobs. We're not in sync. So it was nice to get that one back, but we gotta bring it better in the third.
In the period, it definitely seemed like the flow is still very fast. It's a very quick game. It's not just into the corners and grinding it out. It feels like it's a fast game. Do you feel that benefits you guys a little bit when you're able to keep it a little more wide open?
Yeah, we got a lot of speed, and again, we're not using it right now. We're trying to skate right into some of their players and go through traffic where we need to use our speed on the outside of the rink and wait for something on the inside to open up.
What's the message going into the third period?
Oh, exactly that. Use our speed, do what we do best, get the puck in when we don't have a clear entry, establish that forecheck, and go to work.
All right, thank you very much for joining us here on the Intermission Report. We'll come back with the third period.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, But those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
WCMPradio.com. Andy Beckstrom on hand here in Pine City. 5-1 is our score after 2 periods of play on the mHealth Fairview Clinic scoreboard. mHealth Fairview Clinics with convenient on-site pharmacy in North Branch that includes drive-up service and mail order. Want to thank DPR Builders as our intermission sponsor for tonight's matchup. Recapping the second period for you, Chisago Lakes got on the board first, 3:59. Nick Jinks from Dassner made it at the time 3-0. Chisago Lakes made it 4-0 at 9:34 as Nick Overgaard got his second goal of the game. This one from Helland. 4-0 was the score at that point in time. Chisago Lakes took a roughing penalty at 10:47, and 9 seconds later, just a few seconds into the power play, Pine City gets the power play goal. Mason McKiska from Aiden Welch. That made it 4-1, and it looked like Pine City was going to get a little bit of momentum, I should say, going the other direction, but just seconds later, or minutes later, I should say, at 14:09, Chisago Lakes get another goal from Nick Helland, assisted by Overgaard on that one. That leads us to a 5-1 score after 2 periods of play. That's where we stand at this point in time. Other matchup going on tonight right now, Malacca and Pine City girls basketball in action. Malacca holds the lead late in the second half, 53-46. Pine City trying to come back in that game before suffering potentially their second loss of the year. We also want to talk a little bit about the Pine City seniors on this squad, as it has been senior night for a lot of different places lately as we have reached the last home game and the last games of the season. We talked a little bit about the lone senior and Millum for the netminder for the Pine City Dragons girls squad earlier today, and a pile of seniors, or not a pile of seniors, but a handful of seniors for the Dragons boys hockey squad. Parker Sell, Tim Thole, Sam Stapek, and Jared Carpenter, Hunter Vasenek, and Peyton Smetna, all seniors, and they put together a little video as well. We'll go to that here during the second period intermission.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991. Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom gravel crushing to shoreline restoration, Rydberg & Sons are your guys. They also do grading, building site preparation, demolition, graveling of roads, and much more. Need fill? They got you covered from boulders or gravel to recycled blacktop and concrete. Call the crew at Rydberg & Sons at 320-629-2503. Rydberg & Sons, we move the earth. The Rydberg family, proudly playing hockey on Pine City since 1945.
This is a story we all share, of a place rooted in tradition and rich with opportunity, of people driven by compassion and vision. At Essentia Health, we're proud to play our role in this story, because we know that this place, these people, are like nowhere else. Visit Essentia Health in Hinckley, Sandstone, or our new location in Moose Lake for all your care needs. Schedule an appointment at essentiahealth.org today.
Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley, providing you with the highest quality food for your family. This week at Daggett's, get Hormel all-natural pork butts for $1.59 per pound. Honey Crisp apples are just $1.79 per pound. Daggett's own fresh baked Italian bread is 2 for $3, and Best Choice mac and cheese is 3 for $1. Deals are good this week only while supplies last. So hurry into your local grocery store, Daggett's Fresh Foods in Hinckley.
The new year is here. It's the perfect time to trade out the old and bring in the new. That's the new furnace to keep you cozy warm for the rest of winter and for years to come. Aquarius Home Services, your local heating expert, is here to help with a fantastic New Year special. How does a new furnace for as low as $45 per month sound? That's right, as little as $45 per month. To learn more and schedule your free estimate, visit AquariusHomeservices.com today.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. Well, you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank & Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank & Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and WCMP online. Thank you for joining us tonight. Andy Beckstrom on hand here for tonight's matchup. Pine City and Chisago Lakes, part of the glut of teams that are in the same area in the top part of the Section 5A standings. Northern Lakes leads the section with the 3-0 record, but just by percentage points and kind of a QRF standing, as some of that is decided. Some of the standings, or the seedings rather, is decided by that. Other matchup going on tonight, Pine City Malacca girls. Malacca still holds the lead 62-56. Now late in the second half now, from just up the road from where we're at. The other side of the street. Pine City trying to be able to get back into that game, and listened a little bit to Ethan's call on that one. He said that anytime they get any type of run, Malacca is able to answer back and get something going. We'll see if Pine City can answer back here in this matchup as they trail 5-1. Coach Sauter talking about that They need to just keep doing what they're doing, using their speed to be able to try to get back into this hockey game. They are going to need quite the offensive output. I did see a matchup earlier today. Cambridge Isani was leading 5-2 with 4.5 minutes left. I didn't see a final score, but was leading 5-2 with 4.5 left and then went to overtime. So big comebacks are a possibility. Northern Lakes, I believe, was that matchup. That was one of those games I was talking about. Parker Sell trying to get him back into this game. Fires that. Rebound comes out in front. Another rebound by Sluka is fired in. And a whistle blows. I think the net had come off. But Sluka came driving in on this near side and fired a shot as the netminder was on the ice, on his belly. I think it still hit some traffic out in front. But the net had come off as well. They whistle that one down. It remains 5-1. Puck back behind. Sluka will pick it up, trying to get it out in front for Welch. He'll play back to the point for Carpenter. Carpenter tried to play it back for Sluka. Ended up getting it tied up in the skates instead of Nate Blum. Carpenter able to hold the zone. Plays that one back underneath. Sell cycles around in the corner. On the near side. Gets himself free. Gets to the top of the circle. Fires a shot. And Parker Sell, just 2 minutes into the second period, has cut that lead. Parker Sell gets the goal. That'll be his 9th of the year. Trailing only Mason McKiska and Peyton Smetna for the team leading goals. Started a little bit slow at the beginning of the year, but he has been hot since then. Parker Sell, unassisted at 2 minutes, has now made it a 5-2 game. And it's still a lot of hockey left to play. Linnell from his backside sends that puck in deep, trying to be able to get the puck ahead for the Dragons. Puck will come back into the Pine City end. Lindblom lays it back out to center. Smetna able to gather that one up somehow. Picks that one up, fires a shot. Big rebound came out. And again, the puck control that we were talking about before. Pine City sends that puck back deep into the zone. Chisago Lakes gets it back out to the neutral zone along that far side. Back it'll come for Carpenter. Carpenter back for Welch. Now to the neutral zone for Sluka. Sluka got stood up initially by Jinx, but Jinx goes flying the other direction. Now a shot on the other side is held on to by Olsen. Shot came through from Blaine Clems. Olsen able to hold on. That shot comes through. Another big save by Olsen. He's going to have to be big here in this third period. Can't have any mistakes at all. If Pine City wants to try to be able to win this ball game, they need to score in bunches. Back it'll come now. Sluka crosses the line on the right wing. Sends that puck in deep. Out in front again for Sell. Rebound comes back off the window, and Welch had to hop his stick. He had an open net as the netminder Hansen was turned around looking for the puck. It bounced off the window and came right on the doorstep, but it jumped the stick of Aiden Welch. Puck out to the point, now on the near side for Stengel in the Pine City defensive zone. That one chipped up in the air, goes past Sell over to the far side up against the boards. 14 minutes to play here in this hockey game. 5-2 is our score. Pine City gets the first goal, trying to be able to continue things on the offensive side. Over to the near side now for Sluka. Makes a really nice move, gets his way to the blue line, but it gets it knocked away from him by Ben Jinks. Puck sent in on the left wing, wraps around the boards over to the near side, and it's going to be a turnover taken away now by Stengel. Stengel tried to work his way towards the net, but Linnell took it away from him. And Pine City will try to get it out of their own zone. Linnell has it bounce into his chest, and back it'll come now for McKiska. Backhand flipped out to center. Smetna couldn't quite connect with it on that one as Edson sent it back deep into the zone. Now we get a delayed call coming. It looks like Pine City is going to end up with 2 penalties. I think we are going to have 2 penalties drawn. And Pine City, who needed a goal or a couple of goals, is going to have 2 penalties called simultaneously. .343, the time of both penalties. Have to sort out what all happened there. One of them is going to be a trip. And then on the delayed call, another penalty on the far side of the ice. Pine City, an opportunity to be able to definitely do some damage. Edson picks up one of the penalties. The other penalty is going to go against Stengel. So a pair of penalties make it a 5-on-3. Welch is going to control it, sets up on the near side, works his way towards the net, tries to play it back underneath. Puck will come free now for Sluka. Sluka off the net, off the cage, trying to play it back across for Carpenter, who comes in to be able to help. Chisago Lakes putting on tremendous pressure, even though being down shorthanded too. Now it's a shot and a goal. McKiska puts that one in. It hit the netminder and just trickled its way through. 4:08. Power play goal from Mason McKiska. For McKiska, that's his 11th goal of the season. And now Pine City is 1 of 2 on the power play, but they still remain on the power play for another minute 32. Mason McKiska unassisted. Chisago Lakes back to the point. Sluka somehow able to hold the zone. He'll start it, gets it back for McKiska. Off for Sell, back for McKiska. Fires a shot, rebound back behind. Chased down by Welch. Welch back to the point, and Sell has it jump his stick. It'll come back out to the neutral zone. Over to the near side. Welch drops for McKiska. McKiska works in on the left wing. Works his way towards the net, looking out in front. Plays it backside. Shot goes off the side of the cage from Sluka. Puck over to the far side to the point. Sell holds the zone. Over to the near side now for McKiska. McKiska fires a shot. It's blocked out in front by Starkey. McKiska able to gather it up and keep the puck in the zone. Up top now for McKiska. Just scored that goal. He goes backdoor for Sluka. Sluka dances around. Back up top. Shot. Rebound over the top. That shot came from the slot from McKiska. The rebound went up over the top of the net. McKiska's going to get it once again up top. Near side now. Sell rifles the one-timer just high and wide. Back it'll come McKiska. Far point. Underneath for Sluka. Sluka dancing along on the circle. Up top now for McKiska, and it goes off his skate and back to the neutral zone with 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Sell, that top power play unit stays in, and an offsides. Welch was in early. It'll move back out to the neutral zone. 6 seconds remain in the power play. Pine City all of a sudden find themselves within 2, 5-3 after a power play goal. Trying to be able to get a second power play goal. They only have 6 seconds remaining in this man advantage. Smetna drives that one in. Chases in after it. It's going to be picked up instead by Walden as back on his jinx, and Wildcats are back to even strength. Puck on the far side. Walden crosses the line deep into the zone. 11:05 to play here in this hockey game. Even strength. We play on. Linnell on the near side. He's able to get it back out to the neutral zone, trying to push it up offensively. Pinned up against the boards on the near side. Now Youngbauer trying to dig that one out. Puck comes free back for Leaguer. Over to the far side. Lindblom's going to risk that one in deep. Knocked down by the netminder Hansen. Knocked to the corner. Back behind centering feed. Ends up right on the stick of Leaguer, who plays it back to the point. A shot from Lindblom gets knocked just wide. Pine City, a flurry of activity so far here in this game, or in this period. Thyon brings that one back, loses the puck as he's checked off. Smetna is going to start it back now for the Dragons. Back to the neutral zone. Overguard couldn't handle it. It'll head deep into the Chisago Lakes end with 10:14 to play in this hockey game. Puck along the far side. Jinx is going to pick it up and start it back for the Wildcats. Back to the neutral zone. Sent right back in by Sell. Sluka had to come back and check up. Back behind Sluka, forechecking. Gets that puck knocked free. Back to the point it'll come. And Rydberg moving his way back into his defensive zone. Has it come just past him. He sends it along the near side for Sluka, and it's taken away by Blum. Puck underneath. Clems loses it out for Sell. Turnaround, fires a shot. Got knocked down by the defense out in front. Sell picks it away. He wraps that one around. Knocked away by the netminder Hansen. Back to the point again. Rydberg fires a shot. Save is made. Rebound by Welch is fired. Still loose out in front, and finally we get a whistle. I think there was a whistle before that. Chisago Lakes wanted a whistle for the cage coming off, but they pushed it back onto its spot. I heard what almost seemed like an inadvertent whistle, and then everybody kind of slowed down a little bit, and they blew the whistle a second time. 9:27 to play here in the third period. 5-3 is the score on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic Rush City with a virtual clinic in the West Building, there to assist you on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays. Puck back behind. Dragons chasing after it. Sell trying to center it out in front. Plays it back for Sluka. Ends up going past him over to the far side. Picked up by Edson. Wildcats will work their way back through center. That one's fired in on Olsen. He's going to scoop that one up and hold on for a draw in the offensive zone. Quick peek at the other game going on. Malacca leads 71-65. Make it 72-65. Face off on the far side. Pine City trying to get a come from behind win in both boys hockey and girls basketball here simultaneously. Mason McKiska works his way in on the left wing from his knees. Fires a shot out. Save made by Hansen. That would have been an absolutely incredible goal had that one gone in. He got more on it than I thought he would. And it'll be cleared back out to center now by Starkey. Starkey on the left wing trying to be able to move back through. It'll be knocked down by Lindblom over to the near side for Youngbauer. Youngbauer leads it ahead now for McKiska. Plays it ahead for Smetna. Smetna crosses into the line, lays it back to the point for Linnell. Coming up, Lindblom is able to knock that one in deep. It'll be picked up there by Caleb Olsen. Now the Wildcats will try to work their way out of their own zone. Along that far side, Lindblom can't hold the zone. It'll come back out to the neutral zone. He works his way in on the right wing. Fires that shot in. Save made and held on to. This time by Hansen. 8:19 here to play in this third period. Pine City flying out on the ice. You see Coach Sauter is mixing his lines, and his top players are going to play probably the bulk of the period. Sluka still out there. Sluka trying to get it out in front. Welch has it come back to the point. Ryberg plays it over the near side now for Carpenter. Pinching up on it, and it's cleared down to the end of the ice by the Wildcats. They wave off icing, so we'll play on. Rydberg tries to chip it along the boards on the far side. Pinching in. Clems plays it underneath. Walden there for it for the Wildcats. Gets it back to the point, but it's taken away by Parker Sell. Parker Sell for the Pine City Dragons. Tries to lay it ahead for Sluka. Comes away with Sell. He works his way in on Hansen. Shot. Save made and then knocked to the corner. I thought it went past him, but it ends up going just wide. And now the Wildcats get it back out to center. Walden can't handle it. Welch will come back for Rydberg. Now the puck over to the near side for Carpenter. Carpenter fires it ahead, trying to get it for Sell on the far side. Walden will take it away and work back into the zone for the Wildcats. Now a 3-on-3 going the other direction. Parker Sell drives this puck into the zone. Drops for Sluka. Fires a shot. Glove save made and held onto for an offensive zone face-off for Pine City. 7:14 to go here in the game. Face-off on the near side right. Puck's going to come back to the point. Back underneath, working out in front. Smetna loses the puck. Picked up still by McKiska. Fires that shot just a little bit wide on the far side. Back to the point it'll go. Smetna rides the blue line. Fires a shot. Save made. Held onto again by Hansen. 6:55 to go. And if you cut the period down into pieces, 6:55, you'd like to get a goal in the next couple of minutes. At least to be able to put yourselves in a chance to be able to get that second goal. Pine City's already put 2 goals on the board. 1 on the power play. Puck back out to the neutral zone as it goes off a skate. Over to the far side, Lindblom's going to pick it up. Lindblom tried to play it back through center. It hit it at one of the officials. Now chipped high up into the air. Back into the Pine City zone. Youngbauer with it. Plays it back through to center. Smetna drops from McKiska. Looked like he was almost held, but losing the stick on the far side was Jinx. His shot goes a little bit high off the stick of Welch. And back through center it'll come now with Thyen. Thyen crosses the line and fires a shot, but he was in offsides. We'll get a face-off back out at center. 6:12 to play here in the period. Five to 3 is our score. Draw one back by Pine City. Sluka's going to pick it up. Play it back into his own zone for Rydberg. Rydberg back over for Sluka on the near side, trying to get it out of the zone. And it's going to be taken away by Edson. Edson tries to fire a shot. It's deflected high, up and out of play. We move under 6 minutes remaining here in this hockey game. Face off on the near side left of Mason Olson. Welch wins the drop back. Carpenter will pick it up. Lays it across for Rydberg, who plays it back over to the near side now for Sluka. Sluka from his own zone. Starts it across over to the far side. Rydberg chips it ahead for Sell. Sell, cross ice over to the near side now for Sluka. Sluka in on the left wing. Puck back behind. Taken away by the Wildcats. Bloom around over to the near side. Sluka takes it away. Welch out in front. Sell tried to fire that one. I thought I heard pipe on that one, but it came through the crease area. Sluka making a couple of really nice moves. Gets his way into the slot. Runs into 3 different Wildcat players. Puck comes back for Sell, who fires a shot. It hit the crossbar and went up over the top of the net. Puck back to the point on the far side. Rydberg holds the zone. And he loses it momentarily. And taken away now by Starkey. Starkey will send it down the length of the ice, back into the Pine City zone. Chisago trying to change behind the play. Carpenter just carries it himself all the way through the zone and into the offensive end. Puck wrapped around the boards over to the far side. Nobody on that far wing for Pine City. And Chisago able to send it the length of the ice, but it's going to be an icing on Chisago. 4:47 to play here in the game. Join us during the post game. We'll award our Nichols Cafe Player of the Game. Gets a bacon cheeseburger basket. Face-off one back behind, wrapped around the boards now by Ben Jinks. Welland trying to get it out of the zone, is able to do so. Now it comes ahead for the ever-dangerous Overgaard. Overgaard works his way into the zone. He's checked off the puck. Puck over to the near side and taken away now by Youngbauer. Youngbauer loses it momentarily, gathers it back up himself, makes a move at the line, but he's able to still bring it in on side. Loses the puck, however, as Chisago picks it up. Welland back out to the neutral zone. McKiska fires that one in. Held on to by Hansen. 5-3 with 4:12 to play now. Pine City still holding up the amount of energy. Incredible that they can hold the amount of energy that they've been able to so far, as they have mostly gone with this top line for the majority of the period. You've seen some other players come out there, but they're just running one pair out there, and then mostly that they're 4 out of the 5 are usually out there at any one time during the period. Long lead pass over to the near side is going to be well out of the reach of Dassin. It's going to head the length of the ice for an icing on Chisago. 3:56 to play here in the hockey game. Pine City needs to get at least one more goal here in the next few minutes. They can still pull the netminder. Minute and a half maybe. Maybe wait till a minute left to go. Be able to get the extra attacker on, but I'm sure Pine City would love to be able to get a goal to be able to make it a one-goal game before they pull that netminder. Turnaround shot deflected up in the air, and Welch back behind has to chase that one down. Out it'll come up top, and Sell had it go behind him. Puck came all the way through down the length of the ice. They wave off icing. Rydberg in his own zone will start it out. His long lead pass goes past everybody. It'll be tracked down on the far side by Bachmeyer. Bachmeyer over to the near side. Gets it right back over to the far side for Bachmeyer from Walden. And now Overgaard rather, crosses the line into the slot. Tried to put it out into the low slot area, centering it for Clems. Now the puck over to the near side for Sluka. Sluka trying to knock that one down and chase it back underneath. Sluka in with Sell. Sell back behind, tried to center it out for Welch. It comes back for Lindblom, fires a shot. Hit the crossbar again. Another shot comes through for Youngbar. Welch fires a shot, misses just wide. Sell on the far side tried to play it back to the point, but instead Helland is going to pick it up and get it back out to the neutral zone and start it back for Chisago. Helland checked off the puck, loses it. Puck over to the far side as it's picked away by Overgaard. Overgaard tied up by Youngbauer, and we're going to get a penalty coming on Youngbauer on a hook. Youngbauer has taken some penalties over the course of some games, but that one, not necessarily, it's not a good time to have it, but Overgaard so dangerous, and in that spot was a critical spot to be able to take that one. That penalty is going to come at 14:24 and put Chisago Lakes back on the power play. They're 0 for 2 at this point in time. Pine City needs to kill this off and get it down the length of the ice. Chisago Lakes is going to take their timeout. We'll step away as well. You're listening to Pine City Hockey on FM 106.5 and AM 1350 WCMP.
Chad Greenway here. Mortgage rates haven't been this low since 2017. Time to talk to your local Franzen Bank about buying your first home, a cabin, or an investment property, building your dream home, refinancing to lower your mortgage payment, or for a home improvement project. Franzen Bank will be with you every step of the way. Find your local Franzen Bank mortgage expert today at franzenbank.com/getthere. Tell them Greenway sent you. Franzen Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
WCMP, Andy Beckstrom on hand. 5-2 is our score on the M Health Fairview Clinic scoreboard. M Health Fairview Clinic Rush City provides scheduled lab and diabetic education appointments on site. Stick with us during the post game as we will talk with our Nichols Cafe player of the game. I want to thank Nichols Cafe being one of our sponsors. Joining Minnesota Equipment, Franzen Bank and Trust, Log Creek Builders, and of course DPR Construction for being our intermission sponsor. Long day of hockey here at the Pine City Arena. Comes down to 2:36, and 2 minutes of it will be spent shorthanded for the Pine City Dragons. That puck slides out in front and just past Olsen, but wide of the net. Sell is going to try to lead that one out now for Sluka. Sluka trying to chase it down shorthanded. Comes deep into the zone. He ends up picking up the puck along the far side. He's going to not only try to be able to kill off the penalty, but he's going to try to get something going offensively on that one. But instead, it's going to come away now with Blum. Blum works his way in on the far side, spins, and then backhands the puck in deep. Hatland will chase it back behind the net. Minute 28 to go in the power play. Centering out in front and buried in the back of the net is Blaine Clems. And that makes it 6-3 in favor of Chisago Lakes. That was a really nice feed out in front, and the power play goal. .14:59 the time of the power play goal. And face-off out at center. 10th goal of the year for Blaine Clems. Puck into the Chisago zone as Pine City trying to throw everything in the kitchen sink at him at this point in time. Minute 43 to go. We'll keep an eye if they do try to indeed pull Mason Olson here late in the game, but a 3-goal deficit, I don't know that they would. Parker Sell crosses the line in the slot, fires a shot, but it ends up right in the chest of Zach Walden, one of the defensemen. Walden now back the other direction as Olson was coming off the net. Makes a big save against Walden. Olson comes sliding back into his net. Puck back behind, minute 15 to play here in the hockey game. Away it comes with Sluka. Sluka cross for Sell. Off comes Olson. Puck backhanded for Youngbauer. Youngbauer is in offside, so Sluka has to come back and check back up. And we're down to a minute remaining left to go here in the third period. Brought in by Sluka. Loses the puck. Linnell has to come in crashing in after it. Puck will come back out to the neutral zone. Sell brings it in on the far side, ahead for Smetna. Smetna back behind, tried to lay it out in front. Nobody there as it goes back behind and into the corner on the near side. Pinching in there on the side is Ben Jinks. Away it'll come with Sell. His shot is deflected. Back it'll come for Youngbauer. Turns and fires his shot. Rebound came to the weak side. Diving after it, Sluka couldn't get a piece of it. He had a net to work with, but just couldn't run it down. 23 seconds remain. Puck back out to the neutral zone. Pine City tracks it down. Youngbauer over for Sell on the near side in the slot. Makes a nice move. Dances out in front. Tries to backhand it across for nobody that's there. Puck almost cleared out. Welch able to hold his own momentarily, but instead it's going to come back out for Linnell. Now picked up by Helen. Helen takes a big check, but the puck still goes in the net at the other end. Regardless if they count that goal or not, Chisago Lakes will win the game over the top of the Pine City Dragons. 6-3 your score. We'll come back and wrap things up on the post game here from Pine City when we return on WCMP.
M Health Fairview brings world-class care to North Branch. You'll have access to the latest groundbreaking research discoveries combined with convenient care close to home. In North Branch, their dedicated care team specializes in family medicine, diabetes education, and physical therapy. Most of the staff and providers from the Pine City Clinic are now available in North Branch. To schedule an appointment, call 1-855-FAIRVIEW or use MyChart. Urgent care is also available Monday through Friday from noon till 8 and 9 till 5 on the weekends.
Minnesota. It's home. Hot summers at the lake, beautiful falls, snowy winters, and rainy springs. We experience it all. Make sure you're ready to handle whatever this state throws at you with help from Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Minnesota Equipment carries brands you love, like John Deere, Steel, Toro, Gravely zero-turn mowers, and Aaron snowblowers. Their helpful staff can not only get you the equipment you need, but can help you maintain it so it will last. Plus, they carry a full line of farm equipment. Minnesota Equipment in Isani. Online at minnesotaequipment.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available. Online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear & Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear & Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear & Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
It takes a team effort to ensure a successful future. That's why Town & Country Insurance in Hinckley, Finlayson, and Mora, your local Grinnell Mutual member insurance company, and Grinnell Mutual are celebrating the accomplishments of our student athletes across every sport. We recognize the dedication it takes to work and play hard. Your display of teamwork makes it easy to trust in tomorrow. Trust in Tomorrow is a registered trademark of Grinnell Mutual Reinsurance Company.
Wellia Health offers sports medicine services at all our campuses in Mora, Pine City, and Hinckley. Dr. Mullen and his team treat a full range of sports injuries for all athletes at any level of competition. If you are injured, we want to help you return to the game as quickly and as safely as possible, providing the sports medicine care you need when you need it to help you live life well with Wellia Health. Call 320-679-1313 to schedule for any location.
Before it's too late, call Dale's Heating and Appliance. Winters here can be brutal. When the temperatures drop, it's important to keep your heating system working in your home or office. Dale's Heating and Appliance will install and service an array of top brand heating systems and provide 24-hour emergency service. Trustworthy, on-time, and worry-free, Dale's Heating and Appliance in Pine City, serving all communities. For expert service guaranteed, call 320-629-3531.
WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, and online, WCMPradio.com. Joined here by Coach Sauter here for the postgame. And, Coach, disappointing to have the 5-3 loss, but as we talked just before we came on air here, a really good third period, and it's very clear that you can not only hold your own, but I dare say kind of dominate a period, especially against a team like Chisago Lakes.
Yeah, we definitely have to be more consistent. The boys know it, that if they move their feet and trust the system and work hard, that we can dominate a period, but just too many lapses in the D zone and too many soft goals tonight.
Guys had multiple opportunities. I don't know how many pipes I heard in that third period. So it definitely had kind of that feel that you guys were going to be able to get into this game, or not necessarily you were in the game, but be able to get that last goal to really kind of put yourselves in a chance to be able to maybe pull Mason. Was that kind of the thought, to be able to get that one more, get him out, and try to be able to get that last push?
For sure. We had our chances, and like you said, they just didn't go in tonight. But, the boys kept working hard till the last whistle, and, just wasn't our night.
I personally, and not, having played a lot of hockey, but I thought that the penalty that Youngbauer took at the end of the game, that, with about 2.5 minutes left, not a great timing penalty, but with overguard, he almost had to at that point in time. It sucks, but in that situation.
Yeah, to us it looked like the guy was already on his way down. I know we had a couple guys falling down with sticks in their skates that didn't get called. So, that's hockey, that's sports. The officials aren't going to have a perfect game. They're not going to see everything, and that was definitely a rough time to take a penalty.
You guys had back-to-back 5-3 losses, once to Monticello and now to Chisago Lakes. But I think that in conversations that we've had, you can play with both teams. The glut at the top of that 5A standings right now between Northern Lakes, Chisago Lakes, Cambridge A. Sani, Pine City, everybody right there. Is it pick'ems going into postseason at this point?
Yeah, we said it all year. Anybody can win the conference. Anybody can win the section. We were playing really good hockey there. Even in the loss to Monticello, we thought we played good for most of the game. And tonight, it didn't seem like we were in sync. And finally started to pick it up there at the end of the third. So hopefully we can build that momentum to next week.
Sounds good. Thank you, Coach, for joining us here in the postgame. We'll get Carpenter up here to be able to talk to him here in just a moment on the postgame.
Thank you.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Game here from Pine City as we wrap things up here from the Pine City Ice Arena. A long day of hockey here between the girls and the boys teams. Joined now by defenseman Carpenter. First and foremost, congratulations on the career's not over. I don't want to say that necessarily, but being senior night, kind of that type of feel overall. How's it feel to kind of be in this situation after, I think you would say you started when you were playing 3 years old?
Yep. Yeah, I started when I was playing 3 years old. It's so different. It's completely different because this year has obviously, been different besides everything else. And it's so different that I'm out in center ice being talked about. And I remember when I was younger, I was in the stands, looking at the guys who were standing out there. It's just a really different dynamic that I'm the one out there now, and then I'm going to be moving on. So,
How's it feel being able to really be in a great position? You guys were in the section championship last year, and talking with Coach Sauter, and I think you probably believe it. I think a lot of your teammates believe that with 5A being as wide open as it is, you guys could definitely be in the section championship, not even further. But having that, you guys got a really good group of seniors. It's usually you'll see teams with a couple of seniors or one or two good ones, and some others that are on the bench. But you guys have a really solid core of seniors that are all together.
Yeah, we have me and Parker and Peyton and all those guys. We've been playing since I can think, AAA down in the cities, during the summertime. So we've all played with each other, had really good chemistry. We've all, done things together outside of hockey. So it's been a really good group. Last year's group was really strong too, and then we tried to bring it up this year as well.
Talking a little bit about this particular game here against Chisago Lakes, a very tough opponent. You guys likely will see them potentially in the postseason if you want to be able to get to state, and
we'll see them again.
You guys can definitely hang with them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And talked a little bit about kind of what the feeling was coming out of the locker room after the second period of play. You guys are down at that point in time. Things are not looking good, 5-1, and you guys came out absolutely buzzing in the third period.
Yeah, we tried to do our best. We get in the second period very frustrated. All of us kind of looked at each other. We were just, we were past the frustrated part of what's going on and what's going wrong, and more or less of what we need to do. We just kind of sat down. The locker room was really quiet. Coach came in, talked to us. After he walked out, we really kind of looked at each other and started saying, what stuff we need to do. What are they using against us that we need to shut down? Is it speed? Is it their 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s, or odd-man rushes? We needed to figure out what it was.
Is that something, a moment kind of where you as a captain with Parker and, kind of that group of leaders kind of take over a locker room at that point in time?
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep, us three really kind of pick apart. And we talk with our coaches, too, before we go in the locker rooms, kind of, just get a feel of what they think we need to do and then of what me and Parker Peyton think we need to do. And we kind of pull it together, us three in the locker room after the coaches walk out, and just try to just put on paper what we need to do.
I know you guys have another matchup coming up on Thursday. What's kind of the week leading up after this now? Is it kind of a little bit of a time off, or is it just right back after the grind?
I think after a game like this, it's right back to the grind. We got some things we need to figure out. It's not all bad, absolutely not. It's not all bad by any means, but I think Monday we need to hit it right back where we were, right where we started yesterday after practice. So we just need to keep plugging away, just high intensity practice, keep doing what we need to do, and just look forward and look toward our next opponent, watch film, figure out what their forechecks, what their penalty kills, what their power plays are, and just look forward to our new enemy and take them on.
Well, we definitely appreciate you joining us here on the postgame, and good luck in games in the future. Jared Carpenter joining us here on the postgame. We'll wrap things up here from Pine City when we return on WCMP.
Each and every hockey player on the ice has had dreams of one day making it to the pros. As we get older, we still have dreams, but those dreams change. Are you dreaming of a new home or maybe a remodeling project on your current home? Let Log Creek Builders help you make your dreams a reality. George Sell with Log Creek Builders is ready to help you complete your next project. Visit Log Creek Builders on Facebook to see what dreams have come true for others and what is possible for you. Log Creek Builders says good luck and go Dragons.
Great homes start with a sound foundation. That foundation starts with a mortgage from Northwoods Bank. Northwoods Bank is a community bank that knows the neighborhood. We have personalized home lending solutions, and with our rapid mortgage, apply online at northwoodsbank.com 24/7. Be approved in 20 minutes and be in your dream home sooner. Think local when it comes to your banking solutions. Northwoods Bank, we make it happen for you. Northwoods Bank is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
WCMP, FM 106.5, AM 1350, and WCMP online. Andy Beckstrom back on hand here for the postgame, wrapping things up for a 6-3 final score. The Pine City Dragons coming up a little bit short against the Chisago Lakes Wildcats in a game that really, as we talked with Coach Sauter, and then, of course, with Jared Carpenter here as the player of the game, did not feel like it was a dominant performance by any stretch by Chisago Lakes. They did play well. Don't want to discount them at all. But at the same time, definitely felt that Pine City could very much so play with them and be able to have some success against them, potentially moving forward here in the postseason as we look our way towards more of that coming up here in Section 5A, and of course all of the other games that are going on around our local area as we get our way to the exciting time of year here for postseason play. But back-to-back losses for the Pine City Dragons against some really stiff competition. Doesn't necessarily look good, but I think it feels good as they played well in both of those matchups. Final score tonight is 6-3. Third period goes like this. Parker Sell gets a goal 2 minutes in as the Pine City Dragons were just flying. They get a goal at 4:08 on the power play. Mason McKiska scores on the 5-on-3 as it was 2 penalties that were taken. The first one taken as the hand goes up. The extra attacker comes on, and the delayed penalty is waiting, and as they enter the puck on the right wing, another penalty is taken on the same possession. By the time the whistle is done, it's a 5-on-3. Pine City scores 1 goal on that one, but they can't quite buzz around to be able to get that second one. 14:59, Chisago Lakes basically ices it, scoring their 6th goal as Blaine Clems gets that one and makes it 6-3 at that point in time. And they tried to be able to get the netminder off, but there wasn't much that they could do at that point in time to be able to get back in the game for that one. Taking a look at the other matchup that was in our local area, Pine City was trying to come back against the Malacca Wolves. In that game, came up a little bit short. Malacca wins that one 77-70, handing Pine City their 2nd loss of the season. Still undefeated in conference play as Pine City looks to wrap up their season, I believe on Monday. It's one of the days next week. I'm forgetting which day it is, but they wrap up against Duluth Marshall, who gave them their only other loss. Coming up on WCMP, Monday boys basketball, Rush City Bram, Onamia and Isle. Girls basketball will have Mora against Foley. And then in girls hockey, I will have the game of Pine City versus Duluth. We hope you can join us for any one of those matchups. I hope you can join me for my matchup, Pine City and Duluth girls hockey. They come off a 3-0 loss to Northern Tier earlier this afternoon. With the loss, the Pine City boys team falls to 8-8. They are now 500 on the year. They are 7-6 in Mississippi 8 conference play, and almost more importantly in section play, they are now 7-7. Their next matchup will be Thursday against Mora Malacca. Then they'll finish up on Saturday against Chisago Lakes. Chisago Lakes, with the win, they improved to 10-4-1, 8-3-1 in conference play, and again, also in section play, they moved to 9-3-1 in conference record. Their next matchup will be at Dodge County on Monday, and then, of course, they finish up their season Saturday against Pine City. They also have a matchup on Thursday at Hopkins, so they have 3 games left: Dodge County, Hopkins, and then Pine City on Saturday. I'll have that game for you as well, as I have another doubleheader coming up next weekend, as we have Cambridge A. earlier in the afternoon, or Northern Tier, I should say, earlier in the afternoon, and then wrapping up that night with Pine City hockey once again back here at the Pine City Civic Center. 6-3 your final score. I want to thank all the sponsors for jumping on board and helping us out for everything, including DPR Builders, our intermission sponsor, and of course M Health Fairview for sponsoring our scoreboard. I want to thank everybody for helping us out throughout the course of the game. I want to thank Josh back at the studio for running things there and being able to get us on air on 106.5 FM and AM 1350 for the broadcast tonight. If you want to look up any of our other games, WCMPradio.com/broadcast schedule is where you'll be able to find it. And that's where the links will be to any of our games moving forward. Hoping you can join us for a game here in the future. But for now, 6-3 victory by Chisago Lakes over the top of Pine City. And until Monday, have a good night, everybody.
Reliance Financial is a full-service accounting and tax firm. They offer a broad range of services for both business and personal finance. They take pride in helping their clients achieve their financial goals. Reliance Financial can help you with tax planning and preparation, wealth management, and day-to-day accounting needs for your business. Whatever your financial needs are, reach out to the knowledgeable staff at Reliance Financial today. Locally owned and operated. Find them at rfinancial.org or 307-462-6991.
Rydberg & Sons is your local family-owned and operated excavation company. From Class 5 and custom